Hey guys, here's future Heiko. So this is Heiko after the shave. I just wanted to point out that I actually worked on my razor arrangement up here. I recently have gotten into 3D printing, so I printed myself some razor stands that each hold 5 razors, and then the rest here was arranged in various stands. I don't even know why this one is sitting here. It's like an $8 adjustable from AliExpress, but maybe we're gonna shave with it one more time. And the rest is all standing except this one here. I've gotten a few complaints, rightly so, that this is all a mess. And so now I decided to, clean it up. They're all neatly sitting next to each other. I try to arrange them kind of in a certain order. Don't know what that order is. But the 6S and the 2C and the 6S are next to each other. And the Edwin Jagger and the Müller R89 are sitting next to each other, so they can look at each other and, what is it called in English? Smack talking each other. So yeah, this is the alignment for now. I'm going to try not to have too many razors like stacked on top of each other anymore. All production value for you guys. I want to keep it organized and stay organized with my razors. By the way, another one that is gonna go on the chopping block here is gonna be the AliExpress Yaki Ultima stainless steel. It's just too aggressive for me. So that's gonna go to eBay here eventually, in the Open Comb Flexi so far. We'll see what else I find. I will let you know when it happens, okay? See ya. Hey guys, welcome back to Heiko Shaves. My boys just told me that I look too scruffy, that I need a shave, and since I just showered, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity. Busy day. I was just on my roof. I did a chimney sweeping and cleaned up my wood stove because we're slowly going into winter here. At night, we already have temperatures in the teens Fahrenheit. So that's what? I have no idea. Negative 10, 12 degrees Celsius, something like that. Don't quote me on this. I will put it right here. So 15 degrees Fahrenheit equals Celsius. I grew up in Celsius country, but I'm not the best of doing the conversion in my head. I'm fiddling with a razor blade package here. We're going to use the Sharp Swiss Quality 7AM Plus Super Platinum. Just can't get it open. Can't get it open. It's in this plastic wrapper. It doesn't have a little string there. My goodness. Pocket knife. Here's the pocket knife. Yeah, so what are we going to do today? We're going to shave. And you guys remember the whole debacle with the Pearl Flexi? When I first got it, it was crooked, bought it from Amazon for 70 bucks or so. And I wasn't willing to give up that easily and just have the company ship me a new one, which probably would have been just as bad as the first one. Then I spent some time fixing my Pearl Flexi. And in the meantime, Pearl, they sent me a Open Comb Flexi, that one. So now I have 2. I'm not a super fan of both of them, but I want to get rid of one of them. And we're going to shave with both. So Pearl Flexi on one side, Open Comb Flexi on the other side. And here are the blades. What else are we going to use? I have some Williams shaving soap. Williams soap. I found a last one on eBay, I believe, for a reasonable price. Everyone else is like asking 30 bucks for a soap, and I'm not willing to do that. I got this for like 10, I want to say. Williams Mug Shaving Soap. This should be this brand. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a pug. I'm going to not put it in a mug because I don't have a shave mug per se. I have this little bowl here, and it just so happened to fit in there pretty nicely. And what else are we going to use? Oh yeah. Untouched bottle of Gillette series Cool Wave. That's the aftershave for today. What brush are we going to use? One that hasn't been used in a while. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's use this one. It's a Sterling Soap Company. This is the big one. I think they call it the Kong 26 millimeter knot synthetic. We're going to use this one. Water is already in the sink. Now we just need to talk about pre-shave. And since I just got a donation of a full container of Praso, the sensitive skin version of pre-shave, we're going to use that one. So let's do that first. This is about 2.5 days, 3 days of growth. So this is the 3rd day, I would say. Afternoon now. So this is an afternoon shave. I have to work tonight. and my boys think that I look too scruffy. So I better get a shave going here. All right, so let's give the pre-shave a second to soak in. So much stuff out, no space on my counter here. Blades and pocket knives and soaps and cardboard boxes and oh my goodness. So let's get the open comb flexi and the closed comb flexi. This is the one that we fiddle around with a long time to get it all straight, you know, grinding springs in here and all that, and then making sure it's all aligned. And I glued the handle back in place with some low strength Loctite. 2-piece, top and bottom. That's where the blade goes. So let's take the blades out of their wrapper. So a sharp blade. Let's see if it's sharp. It says Swiss quality since 19 somewhere here. Swiss quality since 1961, but I have no idea if they're really still made in Switzerland. So don't hold me to this. Maybe it's Swiss made, maybe it isn't. So blade is on the razor. Take the top here and just slide it in place. Squeeze it down a little bit and then just tighten it up. That's all we need to do. And this one here, just like the Rex Ambassador or the Rex Console, can be adjusted while it is tightened down. You don't have to take this loose. Alignment, blade alignment is perfect after my repair, not before, unfortunately. I don't know if there are still Pearl Flexis being delivered with that issue. I would hope after I gave Pearl a hard time about it that they maybe listen, but who listens to me? You know, I don't even listen to myself. Even this one here, the top cap has a little bit of a curvature to it, so it's not perfect, but it's good enough. So let's put a blade into this one here, if I can. Get another one out of the package without cutting myself. Have you guys had this issue that you're trying to get the wrapper off and you cut yourself in the finger? I have. I admit it. I just cut a piece of that paper off. So I'm definitely not the best when it comes to handling those short blades here. All right. And wiggle jiggle until it falls in place. Tighten that up. So they haven't been used really since this hole went down. I think we did a comparison already at some point. So we're at setting 1 on both. We have everything out. Let's get the soap wet a little bit so it sticks to the bottom of that container, that little shave bowl here. And the soap has a little indentation at the top that I just put some water into. And now I'm going to get my knot wet. Since it's synthetic, we don't need to pre-soak it at all. So just get it out, squeeze a little bit, shake off a little bit. And the puck is probably going to be moving around in here. Yes, it does. But man, this jumps into action immediately. You guys know that I am pretty much a face latherer. Even with stuff that shouldn't be face lathered, I still do. So that's good. That's definitely picked up enough soap. Yeah, look at that. Good. Let's just get some water on my face here. Just like that. A little wet. Pick up all the soap and then we're gonna transfer that into my face. Paint it on. Oop. Nice big handle. Like it so you don't constantly grab the soap. A little bit more water, I guess. All right, guys, I have to put my shower head down or else it's going to be dripping. Hold on. Sorry for that brief interruption, but my shower head just does that. Even at night, if I take a shower before bed, we go to bed and then we hear the shower head drip for 10-15 minutes. I don't know, there shouldn't be any water pressure. I don't think we have any leakage, but it still does that. It's really annoying. And every time I take a shower before I make one of those shave videos, I have to remember that. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? The soap is pretty mild. So yeah, from my research, what I can tell is Williams shaving soap or Mug shaving soap, they're out of business. Well, it's at least not being produced anymore. Who knows who owns those products these days? Maybe it says that on the box here. No, there's a barcode on it. Use hot water and a good quality brush for luxurious whisker softening lather. Leaves skin feeling smooth and soft. Doesn't say if owned by, produced by, nothing like that. All right, we're good to go. Let's do closed comb on the right, open comb on the left, and here we go. I don't know anything about those blades. First time using it, and the Flexi here seems to be doing a pretty good job, but I'm going to crank it up to a 2 since I have a little bit more whiskers on my face than usually. Not terrible. Let's see how far we can go. Let's do a 3. Now we're getting adventurous here. Let's do upper lip with a 3. This is really the poor man's Rex Ambassador because it's such a close clone of the Rex Ambassador. It's chunkier, bigger in dimensions. The handle is thicker, but the whole mechanism is really inspired by the Rex Ambassador. So I was offered a used Rex console, and I'm kind of leaning towards maybe purchasing it. I need to get rid of some razors to offset the cost. So in the near future, in the community section, I will post links to my eBay listings. If you're interested in razors that has been used by Heiko, you can then find them on eBay and purchase them if you like. All right, so here's the close comb, other side. We're at setting number 1. Feels much rougher. I am a big fan of open comb razors, but this one, I don't know, maybe because the edges are so sharp and they're not rounded off, they actually scrape along your face. If you ride the cap a little bit more, that goes away, but it then is not efficient anymore. So let's go to the number 2. Let's see if we can. Not too terrible. Let's do number 3. So here's a number 3. Oh yeah, that's bladey. Ooh. At a number 3 open comb, there is quite some blade feel. So maybe this one here I'm going to bring back to a number 2 before I do my most sensitive section down here. And with an open comb, you really have to watch the pressure, because if you push against it and the teeth of the comb in between your skin will get closer to the blade than where the teeth are, and then you might cut yourself. So overall, that went pretty well. I still don't like the open comb very much because it just feels too rough. It adds to the shaving experience a roughness that doesn't need to be there. So blade feel is okay, but then the comb just, yeah. All right, let's lather up again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a little bit of some feeling of irritation over on this side, especially upper lip where I just went 3 on the open comb. That was probably not the best idea. So let's dial it both down to a number 2. Let's do it across the grain. A little too bladey too. It's not very gentle. It's okay, but it's not the most gentle thing I've ever tried. In contrast, not contrary, contrary to this, the T2 Rockwell, I have to start it at a 3 because 1 and 2 doesn't really do much. So open comb, we're definitely getting rid of. So if any one of you wants a twice used open comb flexi, like I said, I will post it in the community section when it happens. Might be a couple days. So we're at 2, let's go to a 1.5. I can't even get it to a 1. It's not really well aligned. So 1.5. Very bladey. Not a big fan. Not a fan. So I think the straight flexi, since I manipulated around so much and did the grinding on the springs and all that stuff, I will probably hold on to that one. And this one here, the open comb, is gonna go not good. Not good. I don't know if the blades maybe have a little bit to do with the whole discomfort on my open comb razor. But at this point, I wasn't a big fan of the open comb flexi with my standard Wilkinson sword blade. Now I'm not a fan with this blade either. So I think, you know, I'm just going to give up on that one. So my left side of my face is now a little bit burning, and I don't know if the soap has anything to do with it, but I don't think so. The soap seems to be pretty mildly scented. But it works pretty well. I don't know if my face is going to feel soft after using it, but it's doing the job. So we're going to finish up with just the close comb, because I just don't want to feel this open comb anymore. And I'm going to crank it down to 1. And I glued the handle in place so that it perfectly lines up with the number 1. Here we go, against the grain now. Let's do that. Yeah, with this one, I can control the angle so that it's relatively comfortable on setting 1. Not too much blade feel. So this could be considered mild. And it wasn't really the big deal with this razor anyways. The big deal with this one was that it was just not lining up, that the blade was in there not straight. But now I can, let's open it up to 6 just to see if it's still straight. Yep. Now I can open it up and the blade gap is straight all the way around. And that's how it should be from the factory. Oh yeah, we're still doing against the grain. Yeah, so you guys use a wood stove or a fireplace, open fireplace, and burn wood. You gotta remember to clean your chimney and the inside of your wood stove once a year at least. because depending on what kind of wood you burn, creosotes accumulate inside the chimney, and that can get like really thick, and that stuff can eventually, under the right circumstances, catch on fire, and then you have a chimney fire, and that's not good. So do it. If you are interested in this kind of stuff, I post that as videos on my other channel, Heiko's Garage. Check it out down in the description. All right, against the grain. Yeah. I have a little nick over here on the open comb side. That's when I got too brave. But let's see what the final result is here. Good. It's smooth, but a little irritated. I have a little bit irritation here along my jawline and a little bit down here. All right, let me rinse off real quick. Yeah, not much residual slickness after this soap, but before I dry off, I figured we're gonna get the old alum stick out, dip it in water here, and my face is wet, and let's dry my lips at least, because I don't want to taste it. Tastes terrible. Yeah, there is a little bit of some tingliness, definitely here. The other side is fine. The other side here, this is fine. But I got myself a little bit on those first two passes. Here too. This side is better. Just here a little bit. Okay. So we used aluminum salt. There's going to be a little bit of some absorption going on into my bloodstream, probably. That's not good. You do that at your own risk. Just be aware of it. I just noticed that some soap manufacturers, and I'm not going to name any names, just look at the ingredient list before you buy a soap and aftershaves. They put alum in aftershaves. I just came across that. Just look at the ingredient list and make sure, if you don't want to have aluminum in products, which I would totally understand. Can't read it. It's so faded on here, maybe on the box. So it could be that your aftershave or your soap, mostly aftershave I think, has alum in it, and which is an aluminum salt. And you know, there's still the verdict is still out whether or not this is good or bad for you. They know that aluminum in your bloodstream is bad, but they don't know exactly how much you actually absorb by using products on your skin, because your skin is actually quite an impenetrable membrane. Of course, some things can pass through, but they say that it's probably not that bad for like deodorants that contain aluminum. But I'm just warning you, do it at your own risk. I cannot tell you if my aftershave here currently uses any alum, but you know, I already rubbed an alum block in my face. Let's rinse off one more time. So just washed off the alum. Don't want to leave that on. Fresh towel is always nice. Have you noticed, do you guys have the same problem? You have younger kids at home, that if you have light colored towels, they're all going to be disgusting after a while. Because when I wash my hands until they're clean and then dry off my hands, so my towel usually doesn't get filthy. But they wash their hands, mostly don't even use soap, and then rub all the dirt from the hands into a towel. You can tell them that a million times, but it takes a long while until they learn. But yeah, so just a little story here. Oh my goodness, that was way too much. Perfect. All right, this is going to be a lot of alcohol, and it's a scent that my wife probably doesn't appreciate. It's very powdery. You know, it just smells like a cheap aftershave. I can't help it. It's cheap. Not makes me cough. Feels like there's a little bit of glycerin in it. which is not a bad thing. And there's a little bit of some burning sensation, which is to be expected after having a relatively kind of a rough shave. Not, I don't want to say aggressive, but just not the mildest on the scale of Heiko mild. But overall, we got a smooth shave out of it, and my skin is not too unhappy. I didn't overdo it. So, yeah, what was the lesson to be learned today? That I still don't like the open comb flexi, that I like the closed comb a little more now. I had to put it away, put it on the back burner, you know, on the bench. It was a bench warmer for a while. But now that I had some water go down the river, I actually kind of like it. It's an inexpensive adjustable, $70. You can barely buy anything else. I mean, you know, my progress here, $50 or $60. I don't really understand how this can be so cheap. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the prices have gone up. Is it $70 now? But you can get a progress for that price, and then some other progress razors, like for example, the Merkur 37C is also $50. That's why I bought the Razor Rock alternative clone kind of deal, because the Merkur was too expensive. For a non-adjustable razor, $50-$60 is just a little too steep. So $70 for a fully adjustable CNC brass, some sort of plating on it, it's not bad. That's not a bad price if you get a straight one. And if you really want one, either go Amazon and look at it, you know, really closely, and if it's okay, keep it. If not, ship it back. Don't buy through Pearl's webpage and then you wait 2 weeks until it comes from India, and then you discover it's bad, and then you have to ship it back and wait for a replacement. Just do the Amazon deal. I just noticed something. I don't know if you guys can tell. Blade gap. Look at the blade gap. Pretty small, right? Bigger on this side. It's not crooked anymore, but it's not even from left to right. So you have a progressive razor. One side really mild, the other side is a little bit more aggressive. That's what it is. All right. So yeah, shave's over. I will put some here. This is made by Colgate Palmolive After by Menon. Apparently it's a protected name. Soothes irritated skin. Let's try that. I think I've used it once so far. I have so much product sitting around here. It comes out in like a bluish gel form. I don't know. Like, it smells like a male scented shower gel. But not bad. It doesn't burn. And maybe it helps. Soothes, conditions, absorbs quickly. Leaves skin feeling smooth and refreshed. I don't know about that. Alright, you guys, that's it. I'm just rambling. I will see you in the next one. Please remember to, thumbs up the thing. And if you are new here, welcome to Heiko Shaves. Please subscribe for more. See you in the next one. Bye.